Ahead of the planned introduction of retail bonds to be traded on the Nigerian capital market in February, the Nigerian Stock Exchange held a workshop for the media, investors, and stakeholders to expose the opportunities in accessing fixed income securities on the floor of the exchange amongst a host of other key fixed income market making issues.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the Council and Management of the Nigerian Stock Exchange to this forward-moving event. Your participation in this workshop on retail bond trading and fixed income market making goes to prove your desire and commitment in contributing your quota to the continued growth and development of our capital market. And we thank you all for this. We have consistently communicated our objective of broadening and deepening the Nigerian capital market, and the development of the retail bond market is clearly in line with this objective. It is interesting to note that the federal government bonds were the first securities that were traded on our exchange in 1961, and bonds continued to play a key role in our market for more than 2 decades until the federal government halted bond issuance in 1987. Since the first reissuance of bonds in 2003, the DMO has raised trillions of Naira for the financing of public projects, and the revival of the FGN Bond Market has spurred state governments to raise funds via bond issuance. The bond market capitalization of the stock exchange, which stood at 3.74 trillion Naira, or 24.63 billion US dollars in 2011, grew by 55.61% in 2012 to 5.82 trillion Naira, or 37.44 billion US dollars. This figure is likely to grow even further because of the nation's dire need for new and revamped infrastructure. I might also add that there's significant interest from the foreign investors and participants in our bond market. The IFC, which is the investment arm of the World Bank, just recently announced that they're going to be issuing their own bond tranche, the first foreign bond issuance on the stock exchange. This workshop will be one of various avenues to acquaint all stakeholders with the structure and processes of the retail bond market ahead of its official launch in a few days.
And the program, Fixed Income Market Program, will enables the fixed income market makers to trade all the market participants to trade listed debt instruments issued by the federal government, state governments, and corporations. It's also enabled it to be traded on a transparent order book with firm orders. The fixed income market makers will provide a two-way quote, which is a firm quote, to the market through the exchange of automated trading services. The two-way quote is the bid and offer. The bid is the price and the size at which a fixed income market maker is willing to buy a particular bond, and the offer is also the price and the size at which the fixed income market is willing to sell the same bond. This will apply to all pre-qualified and determined NSE listed bonds.
The trading system that we use at the Nigerian Stock Exchange is called ATS. ATS stands for Automated Trading System. It is a screen-based trading solution that has 3 components, namely the trading workstation. This is a client end of the trading application where broker-dealers are allowed to enter trades on behalf of their client. The second component of the trading engine or the trading system is called the message handling system. This is a middleware software that ensures that there's an effective and efficient feedback within the computer trading system. Then lastly, on the ATS, we have what we call the trading engine. The trading engine, as we speak, is the custodian of the trading rules of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. That is the system that is responsible for allotment of trade And as much as we talk about price discovery and the system being efficient, these tasks or responsibilities are actually being handled by the trading engine of the Nigerian Stock Exchange.
The NSE has also unveiled 6 stockbroking firms as fixed income market makers. They include Capital Bangkok, Codros Capital, Dunlorry Medfield, FSDH Securities, Greenwich Securities, and GTB Securities.
The companies selected went through a very rigorous process and met the additional net capital requirement of 500 million naira.
The fixed income market is really bonds, and what we're doing is we're trying to make the bonds available to people that are participating in the equity market, so that it's the same account. They can access the market through their stockbrokers. And what that allows them to do is to actually be able to diversify their portfolio in a true way across asset classes. So I've always preached diversification within asset classes and across asset classes. So this introduces bonds into the picture, and it also allows retail participants, people that don't have 100 million naira and things like that, to participate in the bond market. And so we think that this will really allow people to be able to weather shocks, which are inevitable in the securities markets, be it equities or bonds.